Okay, so today we're in this gallery and it's such a nice collection of works. This one is actually one of my favorite works for a reason because I think the use of impasto and the color I really like. And I'm actually a huge fan of texture. So wherever I see like really nice use of textures in contrast, there's something, it intrigues you. And one of the amazing things about this painting, why I like it, is that from a distance it's something else, and when you come up close you get to explore a bit more details, especially like how the usage of color and like one single stroke has been utilized by this artist to create this leaf. It's phenomenal, and almost I don't know if it would be visible from a distance or from a video, but it's actually the color gradient, it's there in one single stroke, and it almost shows that there's like this digital quality in this traditional piece. So really beautiful. And the canvas itself has a lot of sections, like there's like cut out sections, but which I think it's very intricately done by the artist. So yeah, really phenomenal work. And in fact, the context or the concept, it's quite interesting because other than the technical aspects of this artwork, I like how the concept kind of takes us into this vibe of jungle, but almost it's like a night. But in this image, you don't see the night. You don't see it's dark. It's almost as if it's midnight, but the colors or the theme, other than the wolf, it's all based on the morning theme because it's like a swimming pool. So it's almost like a fantasy land. It's not based in reality, but it is inspired by reality. And because there's the color flow in each and every angular movement of the body, this is something that I really like because it's figurative, but it's also abstract. Um, but then we see that it's based on this concept of collage, which is quite phenomenal. You don't get to see, artworks like these because obviously when we think about the organic nature of painting, we don't think about these robotic linear cutouts that you see. It's almost like some child was sitting and was making these collages. So it's quite beautiful. And then we have some other works which are also not nice. This is quite hyper realistic in the way it's painted. You can tell that the idea is based on, again, reality, but it's expressive in the sense that it's hyper realistic. It has that illustrative quality as well because these thieves or this liar word is quite prominent, and that's definitely the highlight of the work, but it's metaphorical. So I am really enjoying this piece as well, and we can sense that there's a personal touch as well because the focus is also on the house, and the eye keeps on moving between these three subjects, which is like the breathing space here, and then the house is here, and then there's this movement of the act itself, which is the act of creating destruction. So I'm enjoying this piece as well. And then this piece I really like just because of the way it's being painted. It looks like a very intimate scene, but at the same time, you can't tell whether it's like two people, one person, or it's like just like somewhere in between. So it's like a flow of energy that I see. And the use of color, I think it's actually adding to it because the grays are complementing the rust color quite beautifully, and there's like movement in it. And the way the hands are drawn, I really like it because it looks like it's not a hand of a human being. It's like the hand that you see beneath your actual skin. It's like muscular structure, but then also it looks like a half robot. So I think that was an intentional decision by the artist. So really enjoying that. This is all based on space art by the way. कहीं ना कहीं Saturns और ये this is also like textures of land, देख रहे हो? Aerial photography, and then this is also in like some experiment happening here on Earth. This is an underwater image. I like it. See a skeleton, interacting with the body. So it's quite metaphorical. Like it. This is a more illustrative space artwork. I like the presentation of this one. It has a very nice old school cassette but TV feel and almost like glitch print. I think the usage of medium is quite genius for this one. Yeah. Something to take ahead. Came the moment to sign a peace treaty, 35 years old. German has so it's like based on a personal story and narrative of someone basically. Again, something very personal coming into existence with something very public because it's like a public place where someone is waiting. Nice.